Eventually, when I got to Socrates, I was encouraged. Because after going back to Socrates, I discovered he did not write anything. So if Socrates, who did not write anything, you know the title of Socrates, the father of philosophy. If Socrates, who did not write anything, can be the father of philosophy, why can't we find somebody like that in Yoruba? And suddenly, Orunmila to me was a god. It's an Orisha. It's not a human being. But when I went into literature, we know the mother of Orunmila. We know the father. He was born in Okegeti in Ile-Ife. He started the school. So the man you know the father and father, how can he be? He cannot descend. So he was somebody like Socrates. The thing that invited me to write Socrates and Orunmila ni pé kí lorúkọ Orunmila lédè Yorùbá, kí lóríkì ẹ̀. Oríkì Socrates is Socrates, father of philosophy. Philosophy means wisdom. Kí lóríkì Orunmila? Bàbá Ifá. Kí ló ń jẹ́ Ifá? Wisdom. So the two of them have the same oríkì. Father of. So if the Yoruba say Orunmila Baba Ifá, which means father of wisdom, and Socrates means Baba Ifá, kí náà fi jọra wọn. And that book is a surprise to me. When I looked at all of them, their life is almost identical. There's differences. According to history, Orunmila has many wives and concubines. Socrates officially has one wife, but people tell us that he has two. Then the question is, how are they similar? I discovered about 35 quotations where they said almost exactly the same thing. All I have done is to say, okay, Socrates did not write anything. Orunmila did not write anything. So how do you say Socrates is the father of philosophy? They will tell me. He has a disciple called Plato. Plato was the one who now wrote 35 dialogues, which according to him were dialogues, discussions that Socrates had with some people. 35. But please, he did not tape record them. He was following his Oga for many years. When the man died, Plato did not write anything 30 years after his Oga died. Nǹkan tó kọ sórí tó rántí, what he remembered was what he wrote 30 years. It's not that he wrote it down. No. He just felt after 30 years I should not let my Oga die. So he wrote it. Now, my question is, if Orunmila wrote nothing, the ideas we credit Orunmila ibo ló ti wá. Simple. According to history, Orunmila has 16 disciples. He gave them a mandate. Everything he said must be memorized. If you are a Babalawo today, you must take an exam. And the exam is not written. You must have studied 12 years under Babalawo. When the man says this man is qualified, the Babalawo will sit down. Ask him to rehearse as much of Ifa as he knows. Tí ò bá lè kà sórí kò lè practice. Which means the Babalawos today are descendants of people who memorize Orunmila. Plato memorized Socrates. Babalawo memorized. So the two of them, it is their disciples that documented what they said. They didn't write anything. But when you put the two together, about 75% of what they said are the same. The only difference, which is very fundamental, Socrates said we must seek knowledge. And if you ask which kind of knowledge? A knowledge that is everlasting, that is unchanging, that is true forever. Orunmila ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọgbọ́n ọdún ni wèrè ẹ̀mí. There was even a particular occasion where Orunmila said all the disciples at Ogun Oya, he was grumbling. Bàbá kí ló ṣe yín? Ó lóun rẹ̀ ni tó mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀ tó mọ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní kí ló mean? Gbogbo yín ìlẹ̀lẹ́gbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ṣé ẹ mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ẹ mẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀? Wọ́n ní wọ́n mọ̀. Ó dá yín lójú. Olókè òun á ṣèdánwò fún yín. Ó wà nílé. Ògún dé, Ògún wá kì. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe ayò lọ́mọ ta. Ògún ní bàbá ẹja tayò ó ní rárá ó ní kó sílẹ̀kùn yàrá yẹn kó wo bẹ̀. Ògún sílẹ̀kùn bẹ̀. Kí lélẹ̀? Àdá ìbọn tuntun. Bàbá ṣe ẹ̀ ti ń jagun ni ó ní rárá. Ẹnìkan ló kàn wá fún un. Ṣé òun lè kó lọ? Ó lóò lè kó. Olókè. Ṣé kò mọ̀ gan-an jẹ́ ká tayò? Wọ́n tayò lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Ògún jẹ́ kí Ọ̀rúnmìlà tètè pa òun torí ó fẹ́ kó. Bàbá mo ti ṣe tán ṣé kí n mọ́ ọ lọ. Ó ní kó mọ ó ṣílẹ̀kùn ó sá padà. Bàbá yìí náà ti ń ṣèké. Kí ni mo ṣe? Irin ẹ̀kan yẹn ó ti dógùn ó ti bàjẹ́. Bàbá ní kí ló bàbá kì í ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ kó síbi lẹ́ẹ̀kan bàbá nǹkan tó ń kó síbẹ̀ ni. Ló wá rí báyìí. Ó ní tó bá rà dáa tuntun kí ló mọ̀ gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Ṣé bó sọ pé ó mọ wájú? Iwájú lórí tó ṣàìní ìgbẹ̀yìn ni pé kó dògùn. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé ó mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ ó ṣáà lọ. Ṣàngó dé the same exam. Ó ní kó sílẹ̀kùn kó wọlé obìnrin ló fi síbẹ̀ ọmọ ọdún mọ́kàndínlógún. Látòrí dé sàlẹ̀ gbogbo ara ẹ̀ ń dán yẹrinyẹrin. Bàbá ṣe fẹ́ fẹ́ yàwó ó ní rárá ìyàwó nǹkan tó bí fún un ló gbé wá ṣé ó ti lọ́kọ ó ní rárá. Ṣàngó ní sóun lè fẹ́ ó lè lò fẹ́ ṣé kó mọ́ mi lọ́rùn jẹ́ ká tayò ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Ìgbà tán tayò tán lọ mú ìyàwó ó débẹ̀. Eyín méjì ló kù sí ojú ẹ̀ ti wọnú ẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀ ti ràpò. Bàbá ọmọge tó mú síbí lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó ti mú kúrò bàbá lòun ò mú kúrò. Kí jẹ́ oníṣòwò tó bá fẹ́ ìyàwó ọmọ ọdún 11 tó bá darúgbó kí ló ṣe mọ́ rí? Iwájú ẹ̀ ni nǹkan tó fine yẹn. So Orunmila was like Socrates. He knows that there is no condition that is permanent. Nothing is absolutely true. It can change beyond recognition. Socrates is the one who said that knowledge must not change. Orunmila knows there is no permanent condition. Now, these people now came back to Orunmila. Kábíyèsí bàbá yìí nìkan lẹ mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀ ó lẹ mọ̀ kó bá wọn. Mi ò sọ pé mo mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tí mo sọ ni pé ẹ̀yin gan ò mọ̀ and nobody does ọ̀nà nìkan ló mọ wájú ọ̀rọ̀. Socrates was looking for absolute truth. Orunmila knows no human being can know absolute truth. In philosophy is superior because there is no absolute truth. Èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ni mo kọ́ o. Nǹkan tí ìwọ sọ rí nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ni lónìí èwo who is better? But you see the problem with this book is that once you see this name including my own children mọ̀ mo lè wọlé wọ èṣù ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. To me that's not an intellectual attitude. If you see Socrates even Jesus Christ and Orunmila before I burn the book I will read it. If I read it I say this woman is a liar. But you have not read it. There is no human being tó bá kàwé tí ò ní change mind on basis of evidence. And that is what I want my Nigerians to do. Orisha is better than Jesus. Give us evidence of what your parents said. Do research. Àti ò bá dẹ̀ka Yorùbá onímọ̀ kan tán sọ o.